We're going to dinner right after.
I won't come in.
We're going to dinner right after. What should have been said at the Grammys. All right? We're going to dinner after this. All right? But somebody's going to be watching the home. What should have been said at the Grammys was not said at the Grammys. Yo, what the fuck? Everything just got minimized. Did everything just crash, G? How crazy was that? I thought my whole fucking stream just crashed, bro. So what was supposed to be said at the Grammys was not said at the Grammys. Is the chat looking correct? Is everything looking good? My headphones don't sound loud enough. What the fuck is going on right now? The Grammys happened last night, and they actually, to be honest, if you want my honest opinion, were not that bad. I'll make a controversial opinion. Moderator, are we looking clear? Are we coming in clear? The Grammys happened last night, and it was actually pretty good. I was going to boycott watching the Grammys like one of those millennial nerds who's like, I'm not watching this year because I'm not rich and famous, so I'm not fucking watching. 1 minute in, dropped an F-bomb. Impressions destroyed. 1 minute in, drops an F-ski. Impressions destroyed. Well, I don't care if the impressions are destroyed, all right? This is MattyTHINKS. This is Matty motherfucking thinks. Is the issue here? Is the issue there? Is the issue here? Is the issue here? Is the issue here? What we want to know is where the issue on the mic is with the connection. Why the Don't say it. Don't say it. I'm not gonna say it, okay? I'm not gonna say it. He's live. She's sending out the messages. She's telling people to get on the show. Check in. Today is officially 24 hours of MattyTHINKS. Give it up. 24 hours of MattyTHINKS. If you've made it this far, you have made it one day into the show. How amazing is it that we can make 24 episodes in 1 month, baby? We started December 31st. Today is February the 2nd. Okay? We started last year, technically. And we now have 24 episodes. We have a whole day of the show. We're literally going to be at 100 so soon. I should have changed our episode counter to have 4 digits in it. All right? I should have changed our episode counter to have 4 digits because we are going to be at 100 like nobody's business. It'll be 100 tomorrow. All right? Last night at the Grammys, at the GRAMMYS, at the Grammys, it was a hot topic of discussion. If you watch the Grammys, you know the subject all night, or what everyone talked about all night at the Grammys, all right? And I understand the deal. Shout out Olivia Dean. We'll give a kudos out to Olivia Dean-ski. I think everyone saw that one coming. I think Olivia Dean getting Artist of the Year was perfect pick. That was literally one of my favorite songs of the year, to be honest. Man I Need by Olivia Dean, 2025, to me, kind of takes down to be one of the best records of last year, if you ask me. Okay? When I first heard Man I Need, I was putting, and JC was singing it behind me. And I was like, what is this song you keep singing all day? She kept saying, what's the part of it? I kind of like it when you call me wonderful. That part. No. You know what it is? This is the line that JC kept repeating. It was the already gave you the time and the place, so don't be shy. Right? And I'm like, what is that? Oh, no. I was like, what is that? And then so she played it, and I listened to it, and I was like, what is this? Who's Olivia Dean? I look her up, and I go, what the fuck? No one knows who she is. What is this? And she's like, sounds as good. She sounds like Sarah Bareilles, you know, Colby Calais. I'm like Nora Jones kind of vibes here on this Olivia Dean. So then we go and watch the music video, right? Because I like the song, right? I love the record. And it's fun to listen to, sounds old and new at the same time. Always a good record when you hear a new song and you go, this sounds old and new. It sounds fresh and old. That's the key now, I think, when you make a song. I'm sure if you ask somebody in the past, they'd say that's always been the key, is how do you sound brand new and also inspired and nostalgic and reminiscent of all the things we like about music. That Olivia Dean song, Man I Need, almost sounds like other songs, but you can't pin down what it is. It just kind of has like a Norah Jones vibe, you know, or it kind of has maybe a bit of, again, the vocals are like rounder. She's got a bolder voice in the lady. So then we look up the music video, right? So I'm like, okay, I like the lyrics. Come be the man I need, right? Very relevant today. I think that's something that a lot of people feel, right? If you want to get the ladies to act right, we got to get the guys to stop being boys. We got to make them men, right? So be the man I need, right? Come on. That's like 100%, especially going into 2026. I'm out here on the live stream, MattyTHINKS, 24 hours in, saying, let's go. Let's stop being little boys, all right? Let's start being men, taking on responsibilities, all right? Following through on the responsibilities. That was the first episode of MattyTHINKS. That is what I talked about, was about becoming a man. Stop being a little boy. The world needs men. And what do men do? Remember, what do men do? I can't remember the 4 things. It's the first short I put up from the first episode. But it's like a man makes responsibilities, right? A man takes accountability. Right? A man makes commitments, and what does he also do? Everything he can to follow through on those. Boom, I nailed it first try. Right? So come be the man I need, Olivia Dean. What's up with this thing? Is it these? Is it when I touch these, it goes out? Come be the man I need, relevant message. So I'm in. I go, I love this song. Sounds good. Vocals are great. Sounds like old stuff, but it's also fresh. What is this? Check out the structure. C and F, just back and forth, chilling, C, F, C, F. Easy song to play. What's going on here? Love the bass and drum. Really making a groove. So we go to the music video. Uh-oh, here we go. Female vocalist. Modern song. I'm terrified that I'm going to see the music video and she's going to ruin it. She's going to be doing some Tate McRae shit and I'm going to be pissed. Right? She's going to be selling selling sex. And I'm going to be pissed. It's going to be like that. All that sounded like, it could be the man. And it wasn't. It was classy. She had like a dress on. Like a sundress. And then it wasn't revealing. It was like a more conservative thing. And she was like dancing and spinning and singing. And there was like backup dancers and instruments. And I'm like, okay. This is a song. They're selling this old fashioned. They're selling this swing music style. They're not using sex to sell this. They're using straight up talent here. So I like this record. Olivia Dean, Man I Need, Artist of the Year. Boom. Love the choice. Now, of course, when she goes up, it was the start of it. I go, oh, fuck, here we go. Because you always know when you watch an award show, I go, what's going to be the thing that everyone says all night long? And me, who doesn't watch the news, of course, I'm like, well, what's it going to be? I'm like, oh, duh. The big hot debate out there, the big hottest debate, the thing that you got to be careful. You got to really watch what you say around this damn topic, dude. I mean, you can't even broach the subject. I haven't even said this word yet. See what I mean? I've yet to decide if I will say the word. That's how crazy this subject is. It's a weird subject. It's a weird subject because everyone kind of agrees with each other, yet we're still yelling at each other. That's what's so weird about this one. This subject is weird because it's like no one on this side agrees, right? No one agrees. Let's just say it. Let's just say, fuck it. Because what they talked about it, everyone talks about it. I got to talk about it. What the hell? We'll talk about it, right? The theme of last night, all right, were the nice guys, all right? The nice guys. The nice guys going around collecting people up, all right? That's the problem. No more Mr. Nice Guy. That's the theme, all right? Is they say no more Mr. Nice Guy, all right? The nice guy's been going around and they've been picking people up. And roping people up and doing bad stuff, taking people at high school graduations, all right, who got kids. Here come the nice guys, all right, not being so nice, right? But then on the other side, other people are like, I mean, a lot of people agree, like, whoa, hold on a second, right? The majority of every single person, if you asked in any motherfucking country, says, okay, the party is packed now, okay? And I can't even get a fucking drink anymore, okay? When I first got here, it was nice, all right? I could get the bartender's attention. I could hear. All right. Now it's really fucking busy in here. So everyone's like, yo, all right, hold on. Great party. Love it. For 1 second, stop putting the address on your fucking story. All right. And shut the doors for 1 second. So we can have a fun party. Right. A lot of people would say that. Right? And I ain't saying shit. You know that. But the subject of last night were those guys, dude. And so Olivia Dean walks up and she gets her Artist of the Year speech. And now here's what I want to talk about too. I understand everybody. See, remember, you're talking to MattyInk. MattyInk knows everything about social behavior. He's the smartest guy you know on social behavior. It's MattyInk. It's him. It's Matt Ryan, the boy himself. I go by MattyInk because Matt Ryan's some jerk-off quarterback, all right, who's taking my time and also taking up a lot of space in the sky with that forehead, all right? 10-gallon head, they were talking about Matt Ryan, not me, not the Inkington. Now, MattyInk knows everything about social behavior, all right? And so he knows why Olivia Dean's got to walk up there and say what she's got to say. You think Olivia Dean wants this to be her first and last Grammys? You think they don't go Artist of the Year? Olivia Dean, she's got the chops. Let's see if she steps up to the plate and says what she needs to say. Or we give her the award and she goes, thanks guys, and then walks the hell off. And we go, useless, give it to someone who's going to fight our fight, right? Olivia Dean knows that. Olivia Dean wants to transition into being an actress. All right, she wants to be Jennifer Lopez. I'm telling you. That's what everybody wants. They all do the same thing. They all go to movies. They all go to film. The Biebs went to film. We'll talk about him in a second. The Biebs went to film, and I saw him in Zoolander 2. And shit, I wouldn't have cast him in the first place. Jesus. I was like, this guy can't act. Oh, my God. So Olivia Dean wants to expand her horizon. So Olivia Dean, and the way she did it, the way Olivia Dean did it is actually cool with me. She literally just said, I'm the child, or the grandchild, by the way, of an immigrant. And she's in the UK. So I'm just like, I can't even track. I don't exactly know who went where and where the fuck she's from. But I think she's from the UK. So immigrated from where, I'm not sure. And how that happened, and if it was by choice, I'm not sure. I don't know how that works. Okay, but she said I'm the grandchild of an immigrant. The fucking roof blew off the joint. I was like, oh shit, duh. This is the topic tonight. You know, sometimes it's climate change. Remember Joaquin Phoenix, Leo talk about climate change. Sometimes at times, what's her name? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, poor girl. What's her name? Jennifer Lawrence. Equal pay, right? And Ricky Gervais made that joke like, fucking hell, does she get down on $40 million a year, you know? And she's saying, so there's always something. So last night's theme was that. It was the nice guys, right? And so, no more Mr. Nice Guy. So she says, I'm the grandchild of an immigrant, and what do I stand for? And I'm a child of bravery, right? I'm a child of spirit and bravery. Kudos. Love it. I love it. I love it. Because we live in the United States of America. Of course, everyone believes in the United States of America. In diversity, it's the United States of America, right? The thing is, I don't even know if some of the proponents of one side who say they love everyone really loves everyone. That's kind of a weird thing. But anyway, what the subject of today's episode is not to go into detail about the nice guys and all that shit. I'm not here to make any political statements. I'm here to talk about what they didn't say last night, right? I'm here to talk about the real shit. Not the stuff on the news that's got you guys all screaming and fighting at each other, all right? I've heard some horror stories of people already getting in breakups over this, right? You're friends with somebody, then you find out that they say one thing about this subject and then you can't ever speak again, right? You know how it is today. It's civil war out here. It's your side or my side. Whose side are you on? My circle or their circle? And remember, I'm in charge of the circle. So you're either in my circle or out of my circle. Choose. Very tribal today. It's very tribal today. I want to talk a bit about a recent event we went to, all right? And I just want to talk about, I try to broach these subjects without you misconstruing what I'm saying. Because the thing is, these subjects are intentionally hot button topics. Intentionally, right? The nice guys is a hot topic on purpose because they're not going to talk about what they really needed to talk about last night, right? Every single person went up there. You saw Billie Eilish and Phineas fucking Eilish. Here we go. No heavies tonight. Got a fucking bow tie on tonight. I need to watch my language. A lot of F-bombs, we're going to cut them off. No more F-bombs. Stop. Okay, done. With the bow tie on, right? No heavies. Now she's going with the other look, right? Back tricking the other way, but they got the buttons, right? Stop nice guys, right? Stop the nice guys. So, but what no one said is what needs to be said, right? Because going up there and giving speeches about shit that's out of all of our control does nothing for anybody. All right? But I understand why they say it, right? We spoke. They are literally, again, hear the lyrics, sing the song. Here's the award, give the speech. I mean, duh. Everyone knows exactly what people who work in entertainment at that level are to do to maintain that level, because that level of the entertainment industry is controlled. Whether it's film or music or television, you are to say what we say. That's either when the camera's rolling, when the microphone is on in the recording studio, or when you're standing on stage accepting the award. You will say the speech that you are to say. And it's not even something that is given to you. It's a speech that is understood. You know where to stand on the issue. You know where we stand. If you want to get more awards, you will go out and you will sing loudly for our cause, and you will demonize the other side. All right? I'm not choosing a side. I'm saying, why the fuck are the Grammys using politics and not talking about the big issue that faces music and all of the arts? I don't understand why the topic didn't come up last night. I have two theories. One, obviously, because they got to spend the whole night talking about political bullshit, all right? Because they got to fight the damn cause, all right? This whole crap going on with the elections, blah, 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 right? The other thing is they're not going to address the fact that they're using exactly what they need to be standing up and saying. This is what every single artist should have said at the Grammys last night when they accepted their speech. They should have grabbed their award, stood up, and said, here's what I'm doing. I am fighting for the musician out there. I myself am a musician who works hard. I put my blood, sweat, and tears in my music, and I will not let artificial intelligence threaten and replace us and then infringe upon the copyrighted materials that humans have made for years. I stand for music and the musician. I stand for art. Fuck AI. That's what they should have said. That's what every single musician should have stood up and said last night. Not one of them said it, all right? Two reasons. One, they got to fight that bullshit sleight of hand thing, right? Because they got to distract you. That's all the Stop the Nice Guys thing is a distraction. It's to get you to fight each other, increase incivility, and then sell you more shit. That's what I always talk about. And so what we aren't talking about is how they're fucking you out of your money, right? And replacing you further with automation and machines. And instead, we're going to talk about some bullshit immigration issue that doesn't actually directly affect you, even if they make you believe that it does or doesn't. It doesn't directly affect you, all right? You can make some horseshit saying it does this, it does that to the country. It's blah, blah, blah. It's my job, it's his job, it's her safety, it's this safety. It's right, it's wrong. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is if you're a musician and you want to make music, well then someone who has a lot of money and power needs to fight to protect your right? To get paid the right amount of money and royalties, and to not have everybody train off of your damn music and then replace you with computer-generated music. And make it so you can't compete against computers, because who the hell can? You can't outwork a computer, all right? And so the one thing everybody should have said last night, they didn't say, all right? Because also on top of all that, they're using it, and they won't admit it. I've been told by songwriters in the industry, some of who are on record labels, some which are major labels, that they use it. Even Rick Beato, the damn YouTube music guy, already stated that he's spoken to songwriters that are already using AI to write demos. So no one's going to say it. And that's what's BS. Because anybody who's already successful in music isn't really under any threat to any AI. All right, because if they do have any AI versions of their songs, they can get licensing for all of that. And on top of that, they're already famous, so it doesn't affect their back catalog. This AI shit just affects people that want to get into music. All right? And so what they need to be doing is fighting for the people, but they're not. So nobody said that. So it was another political horseshit scam. All right? And this time, it's not only like, did they politicize and talk about crap, blah, 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 blah. That's the ongoing thing they always do. That not only that, now more than ever, people who want to get into these industries need someone to fight for their right, because the gap, the wealth gap, the divide is growing day by day by day by day. How do I know this? I know this because first home buyers are down. They're at like an all-time low. Not an all-time low, but the first-time home buyers, young people buying inexpensive houses that are like $1 million, not buying. Houses $10 million and higher, going up. So houses of $10 million or more are getting bought, but first-time home acquisitions are down. What does that tell you? That people trying to get in and grow aren't getting in, but those who are already in and are growing their wealth. I mean, Meta stock was up like 10% on Friday. All right? 10%. Mark Zuckerberg's worth like $200 billion. That's $20 billion. You know? Maybe he's worth more. You know, it's $40 billion he makes in one day. And everybody else who owns Facebook stock, who are all also owners of real estate in the market. Right? And so now more than ever, these damn artists aren't going to, because it's not, they won't get more rewards, they won't get pushed, they'll even get dropped, they won't get chosen in the future, so they're not going to. And it benefits big labels to use AI anyway, and Spotify. It benefits everybody but the little guy, literally. So they should have got up and said that, and they didn't. Okay? But I'm here saying it. And as much as they keep telling you that, well, art will prevail, and art has meaning because art comes from human experience, and computers aren't humans, it's like, well, yeah, all of that is true, but if I have no control over the distribution of the stuff, and you make more money if you promote stuff that's not generated by a human, all right? Then what can I do? I'm powerless. And no one's saying, again, here's one thing I was thinking about today while I was driving that I want to discuss. This is what I want to say. Jordan Belfort tells a story where he was going into dental school in the 80s. And the guy who was introducing and inducting them into this dental program, some sort of school or whatever, said the golden age of dentistry is over. If you're in dentistry to make money, get out now. Now, this was in the 80s. He obviously wasn't saying that in the 2000s, because dental offices are like multinational corporations at this point. Have you seen them? Oh my God, every dentist office I go to has 40 bays in it. I don't even meet my dentist anymore. If they do, they come in for 2 seconds, potentially stab a teeth, and try to upsell me on some bullshit mouth guard. All right? Tell me you have cavities I don't even have. So they said the golden age of dentistry is over. If you're getting into dentistry to make money, get out now. So I don't think the golden age, blah, 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 to make money in music is over. But again, what you used to be able to get someone to pay you $10 for a CD, you can't do because they'll just be able to stream it on the internet. So of course, it's been tremendously devalued. So the golden age of making a lot of money on physical medium sales is over. All right? And getting yourself to actually make a living wage with your music at an introductory level is over. I mean, other than having to be a local bar musician, it's over. So what I want to say is, of course, that should not deter you from doing anything, because the first reason that you do something should not be to make money. All right? But I will say, with the commoditization of music and the ridiculous saturation of people who want to be musicians because of the easy access of music production and distribution, a lot of the money's been sucked out of the music market. And it's not even really concentrated at the top. A lot of these record labels make the majority of their money, again, on back catalog. They make a lot of their money on the records that they already made, that still pay them money, that profit, that were made in 1975. You know what I mean? They don't make the most of their money on these new artists. In fact, it's argued that they don't even make money on new music, which is why Warner was for sale. I don't know if Warner's still for sale, but Warner Music was for sale. Did it sell? Let's see. Let's see if it sold. Here we go. Warner Music. Warner Music Group sale. Did it go through? Deftones sell majority rights. Deftones have sold most of their music rights to WMG, spanning masters and blah, 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 blah. That's just a recent thing. Is not for sale. Rather, it's actively acquiring assets. Am I like, is something wrong with me that I thought someone was just for sale? Was it all of Warner? It's not Warner, it's the other one. Universal? It's UMG? It's UMG, I think. It's UMG. Yeah. Pershing Square. Pershing Square is owned by Bill Ackman, I think. Yep, right there. Led by Bill Ackman. It says right there. Your boy fucking knows off the top of his head, though. Damn, Bill Ackman's involved in music? What an asshole. What is he not involved in? Why is my mic doing this again? Stop. Hey, 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 hey. Fucking Bill Ackman, dude. These hedge fund guys, they make one big trade and then they're huge forever. That's what happens. Pershing Square sold 50 million shares. 2.7 for 1.5 billion following a request for a secondary listing of the music company on a U.S. stock exchange. The move follows extensive ownership restructuring. So there's just ownership restructuring has been going on. Oh, what's this say? UMG is expanding its AI capabilities through a partnership with NVIDIA to create Music Flamingo for music discovery and creation. What the fuck is Music Flamingo? Are you kidding me? By the way, buddies, this is what I told you. Not only at the Grammys last night, just a second, hold on, hold my beer, just 1 second. Not only at the Grammys last night did they only talk about fucking ICE the whole time, all right, and did not talk about how AI is replacing you in the music industry, they're actively pursuing AI music capabilities, all right, because they just want to completely get rid of you. They already negotiated lower royalties with Spotify, right, with music streaming back in 2015. They already did that, right? Here's how that happened. Just think about this. I want to be a music streaming platform. What do? I got to get music on my platform for people to listen to. Okay, who has most of the music? These three massive companies own the majority of the music. In fact, the only music that anyone knows of or that even matters at scale. So then they just go to those three guys and say, look, here's money, here's equity in our company. We're going to have to take less monies in royalty. The royalty rate's got to go down because we can't make any money off the streaming platform if we got to pay so much in royalties to you. So they negotiated a smaller rate that comes down to about 0.4 of a cent per stream in exchange for equity and upfront money to the labels, because those labels, again, made all their money on the back catalog in that exchange. And so now at the same time, they're turning around because you got Bill Ackman, who's a fucking hedge fund manager at Pershing Square Capital, right? So then Pershing Square comes in at Universal, and they're all about making money. So their only goal is, well, where can I squeeze? Where's the one place you can always cut? Employees. Always. Who are your employees? The people you got to pay to run your business, right? You got to pay artists royalties to run your entertainment platforms. Got it. So what they do is AI, automate, replace, get rid of the labor task. That way you can increase profits. So this is what's going on in music, and no one at the fucking Grammys is doing anything to save your ass. They're just doing anything to save their own asses and make sure that they get another gig, while not giving a shit about you. And then you guys turn around and fight each other about ICE and about Chapel Roan and about Billie Eilish and go and send 16 dislikes on my thing about the heavies and tell me that I can't make content because I stated that she had a boob photo on her page. See what I mean? And then you fight me. You fight me, but not them. And then you turn around and celebrate Billie Eilish for giving $1 million of her $100 million away to some jerk-off charity. All right? It's like ridiculous. While you get replaced by AI, while you get replaced, and then you yell at me. How's I get paid doing, by the way? I didn't even look at it today. Music Flamingo. Let's go look. Am I still on? Oh shit! I'm opening Logic. That won't crash my whole fucking computer. Force quit, please, force quit Logic, thank you. Okay, Music Flamingo exhibits robust zero-low shot transfer. It parses unconventional instruments, hybrid production aesthetics, and what the fuck is this? Scaling music understanding in audio language models. Abstract. We introduce Music Flamingo. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. This is, by the way, Universal Music Group. Okay? Universal Music Group. I wonder if Universal Music Group has any influence on the awards last night. MF, Music Flamingo. Sounds a bit like Music Futures. MF, told us our name was no good. Music Futures, MF. Literally, look at this. See the demos. Peek inside the data set. Look at this shit. Music Flamingo, scaling music understanding and audio language models. I don't know why this mic goes out every time I put my elbow on this thing. Abstract. We introduce Music Flamingo, a novel large audio language model designed to advance music, including song, understanding, and foundational audio models. While audio language research has progressed rapidly, music remains challenged due to its dynamic, layered, and information-dense nature. Progress has been further limited by the difficulty of scaling open audio understanding models, primarily because of the scarcity of high-quality music data and annotations. As a result, prior models are restricted to producing short, high-level captions, answering only surface-level questions, and showing limited generalization across diverse musical cultures. Our approach: we curate MF skills, as Music Flamingo skills, a large-scale data set labeled through a multi-stage pipeline that yields rich captions and question-answer pairs covering harmony, structure, timbre, lyrics, and cultural context. We fine-tune, auto-tune, and enhance Music Flamingo backbone onto MF skills and further strengthen multiple skills relevant to music understanding. Notice how this isn't written in a fucking way that you can understand yourself. Notice how this is all abstract. Notice how the abstract is so fucking abstract. Someone's going to say, it's supposed to be, it's an abstract. I'm like, no, this is meant to be fucking confusing. What are we investing in? I don't know. I have to tell you because we're a publicly traded company. So I'll just make it confusing as to what it is. To improve reasoning, we introduce a post-training recipe for cold start with MattyTHINK, a chain of on-thought dataset grounded in music theory followed by GRPO-based reinforcement with learning customer rewards. They're basically just finding out how do we teach it how to like learn music the way a human does, not just copy it. Like, how do we get it to learn music? That's what this is. Music Flamingo achieves state-of-the-art results across 10-plus benchmarks for music understanding and reasoning, establishing itself as a generalist and musically intelligent audio language model beyond strong empirical results. See, what they're trying to do is make it, again, more reasonable. Table of comparison of Music Flamingo with other elements and benchmarks for error rate, word score. And this is how they test them. What about Suno? Suno doesn't count, I guess. What is Suno even powered on? Cross-model comparison. So this looks like it's about music analysis. They're trying to get this thing to understand music, not really necessarily evaluation prompts. Describe and fold. Here we go. All the models are being evaluated on the following thing. So here's just what it's a reasoning thing. It's not a gen thing. It's not like Suno AI's music gen. This is actually kind of interesting because on the actual positive side, to be honest, actually on Music Flamingo, there's a million ways this can be used to screw you as a musician. I'm not saying that this is not that. I'm saying if used the proper way, this could make music discovery be better and recommend more songs to people because it can analyze the song more deeply, have a better understanding of it and the listener, and then blah, blah, blah. Give better song recommendations. So that's nice. Write a rich caption that blends technical details. Yep, with how the song feels. Okay. Break the track down like a critic. Got it. Tempos. Got it. Chords. Textures. Dynamics. Describe the song from both technical and artistic lens. Motion, tempo, harmony, blah, 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 blah. Got it. Okay. Got it. It's basically how I write like a press release. It's the same thing. It's like writing press releases. Okay. I don't need to peek into the data set. I don't need to do all that because it's not that interesting. So, point being, you are being actively replaced and you're being actively misled, right? So that you guys fight each other talking about immigration, while at the Grammys they don't talk about AI, right? Word sailors, love and blessings. What's up? What up, Joe? They don't talk about AI, which they're actively investing to replace you with. So, again, me at MattyTHINKS is just here every single day. This is our 24th hour, imploring the audience to then give a shit and fight for your right. And the only way to fight for your right is to just, like, again, not buy what they're selling, support the other things. There's also, of course, only so much you can do. You know, I mean, we could stomp our feet all we'd like, but my point is, it's all about who controls the distribution. The key is who controls the distribution. So things happen without your consent because, again, like I said, you want to make a music platform. You want to make Spotify. You got to get music on it. All of the music ownership is centralized in 3 companies. You got Sony, you got Universal, and you got Warner. All right? There's also Columbia. So it's like 4. There's also RCA and Atlantic, but some of them are owned by the other ones. But I'm pretty sure it's UMG, Warner, and Sony. I'm pretty sure those are the big ones, with Columbia and Atlantic and RCA being underneath some of those. Could be wrong about that. Point is, you want to get all the music, so you go to those guys and then get all the music from them, and now you have all the music that matters, and then the people that don't have any representation, all right, and artists of the future that no one's speaking for get screwed. And so now you want to be a musician, but not only are you getting paid less, and not only are you competing with computers, so you can't even compete with the output, on top of all of that, they're actively investing to replace you. All right? And the weird thing is, and this is what's strange, and this is why I also don't think it'll work, because there was an interesting quote. I watched a really interesting video recently about this AI thing. And he pulled up this Oscar Wilde quote. All right? And I don't want to butcher the quote. So let me just go right now and let me just see what this Oscar Wilde art is useless quote. Right? Oscar Wilde, art is useless quote. It's at the end of a prologue. Here's what it is, and this is my position on AI. I agree with this. This is how I approach AI. Literally, let's make sure I have the right thing on. I always open the wrong thing so you can see it. So this is Oscar Wilde, The Picture of Dorian Gray, and I think it's a prologue. All right, it's a prologue to this, The Picture of Dorian Gray. Okay, so it's, I guess, his own prologue to his own book. Okay, we can forget. Nope. Just fucking rejected, huh? Okay, here I am. We can forgive a man for making a useful thing, so long as he does not admire it. The only excuse for making a useless thing is that one admires it intensely. All art is quite useless. What a quote. If this doesn't express exactly my position on AI, this is exactly it. We can forgive a man for making a useful thing, right? So this will help you make better music. This will help you improve your graphic design, right? This will help you write an essay, do the blocking and tackling, right? Great. Love it. No problem with AI there, right? So you've made AI, and AI is very useful. I use it in graphic design. I use it to help me with canvases, with artwork, things that I'm not good at. I don't use any AI in music just because I love music. And I like to make that all myself because, again, you admire it, and that's what I admire, is the music. So we can forgive a man for making a useful thing. So we're not upset with the people who made AI. Correct. So long as you don't, as long as he doesn't admire it. Key, right there. This is the big takeaway for me. So long as he doesn't admire it. I'm okay with your AI. I'm okay with AI everything. So long as you don't show me AI and think that anything that AI does is going to impress me. Why the fuck would I? I only care about what human beings make. All right? So I'm cool with AI, but don't turn around and post it and then tell me, 1, pretend it's not AI, and 2, pretend it's art. Pretend that it is anything. All right? You can't admire it. You didn't make it. It came from nothing. You are not an artist. You have prompted AI. You could argue that the AI code is art, But you prompting AI didn't write the fucking algorithm. You are just using it. You're just a consumer. So we can forgive a man for making it. But I can't forgive you people who put and use AI and pretend that you don't and call AI art and then turn around and say to me, you know, isn't this cool? Look how cool this is. I go, no. Okay? And then I had a friend one time tell me, he was showing me AI, all right? And then he was showing me what he was using on ChatGPT, and he was showing art of himself, right? He had taken himself and turned it into art. And then he was like, and I can do this for you. Again, this is going to, if anyone sees this, they're going to think it's somebody it isn't. It's somebody who does not watch the show. What I'm citing example of. I just don't want to, of course, drop names all the time. And I was like, whoa, bro. And this is a guy I've known for a long time, like back in like high school. So people who use it and then pretend not to use it or turn around and pretend that the stuff they're generating with it is fucking interesting. No. The only excuse for making a useless thing, like art, which is useless, because what am I going to do with a painting besides look at it? It doesn't do anything. A book, if anything, is better to be used for paper to burn to keep me warm than it is to fucking read. Right? So it's useless. The only excuse for making a useless thing is that one admires it intensely. Right? This is what I tell people who talk shit. I like it. Doesn't matter if you don't like it, because I like it. So if my music sucks, it's fine. I made all of it. It's okay if it sucks. At least I didn't use AI and it still sucks, okay? I made it all and it sucks, but I admire it intensely. I love it. All art is quite useless. Of course it's useless. It's functionally useless. Art is not meant to be functional. Art is something also that it's difficult to appreciate at a young age. Do you want to know how I used to go through every freaking museum? This was me at every museum. Seen it? Cool. Don't care. Great. Let's get the fuck out of here. That's me at every single museum. But as an adult, as you get older, you appreciate it because you have experiences in your life. And then when you look at the art, right, you listen to the song, you watch the movie, you read the book, you view the painting, you can relate to it in some way that's your own way to relate to it. That's the only thing, but it's useless. It's not like a tool. It's not a hammer. I can't hammer a nail in with a painting, all right? It's going to rip it. So it's functionally useless. And AI is okay, so long as you're not turning around and admiring it, glorifying it. Another big issue is I say, thou shalt not have other false gods before me. It's in the book. Do not glorify it, the technology, above what it is. That's another issue. Another thing. You know? When you start to tell a human being, don't write this article, I'll ChatGPT, our fucking playlist pitch, that's a problem. All right? The AI is like, if you can't, you know, you try it, whatever. When I'm working on an album cover, by the way. Oh my god, it's so sick. I want to show. I want to show the album cover so bad. The song I think is going to come out March 10th. By the way, fake shit. I want to show the album cover so bad. I made the album cover. I used a little bit of AI in it. Okay, here's what I use AI for. I use AI to take things that are real. I took a photograph and I cartoonified the photograph. All right, but the people in the photograph aren't cartoonified. And then I handmade different things and spliced things and moved things around. Like I had to hit. Whoa. I just got a really weird feeling. Ugh, I get these weird feelings. Here's what happened. You want to know what happened? You want to know what happened? Quick aside. A quick insight into my life about what's been going on in my life. Because I haven't been talking about it. Right? Is we've been getting a lot done. Really, really successful January. Actually made some money. Thank God. Shout out Justin Rose, by the way. We made a little money in this fucking Coinbase prediction market this weekend, dude. Coinbase prediction market, right? Coinbase prediction market this weekend, Wednesday night. I'm drunk on Wednesday night because this is what I was getting at. I've been working hard. We've been getting a lot done. So a lot of the live streams last night, I had some brewskis after we got off. I even told you guys that last week. It was nice. It was fucking amazing, dude. I was having like 9 beers, 6 beers, 9 beers, 10 beers, 11 beers. Ooh. You know? It starts to work its way up to like 13. You got to cut it back. So we're not drinking. And so I just have like a weird feeling on the podcast, on the live show. But yeah, so we made a little money betting on the damn Justin Rose thing. So Wednesday night, I'm in the bag. Look at me doing this. I'm in the bag and I'm on my phone like this, and I'm on Coinbase because I'm always long crypto. I'm long all assets. Okay. I'm long a lot of stuff. I'm long kind of everything, to be honest. But then I'm temporarily short on different sectors. But I'm kind of long, crypto, stock, real estate, everything. Because everything just goes up in time. Right? So that works. Anyway, I'm on Coinbase. That's all I'm saying. And it's like introducing prediction markets. And I'm like, oh no, here it goes. Because I love prediction markets. Because Music Futures was kind of almost a bit of a prediction market platform. But it's not. It's a fantasy game for music. Anyway. So I pull it open. It goes, Farmers Insurance Open. Golf. I go, golf? It's a prediction market. It's basically sports betting. I go, I know golf really well. I watch a lot of golf. I go, who's in this? I'll just pick Scotty Scheffler, and he'll win. I go, huh? Scotty Scheffler's not into it. I go, oh, Justin Rose. JC and I had just watched Justin Rose, by the way. Fuck, it's so fucking annoying. We had just watched Justin Rose miss the cut the prior weekend in like Hawaii or something. I can't remember where they were. But he missed the cut and shouldn't have missed the cut. I had watched Justin Rose. He played really well and got screwed. And he was so angry, he almost threw his club at his caddy, dude. And so I'm watching that. JC and I talk about it, and I go, damn. And I literally say to JC, I go, I swear, this Justin Rose guy, because we've been following Justin Rose for a while. I go, this Justin Rose guy, this is his year, dude. Right? And so when I'm on Coinbase and I see the Farmers Open, I go, okay. I go, oh, Justin Rose, though. 2 cents. I go, okay, I'll pick Justin Rose. 2 cents. I'll put fucking $100, right? So I go, $100. Oh, well, it takes a commission of 50%. I go, oh, fuck. So I got to make it $200 to put my $100 bet down, right? So a $100 bet, I buy, the contracts are 2 cents. Right? So if the contracts are 2 cents, this is how prediction market works, by the way. I have a $200 bet, $100 goes in commission up front. 50% commission automatically to the house. So now I have $100. So now I have $100 and I'm buying contracts at 2 cents each. I'm dumb. What a fucking idiot. I have to divide it. 100 contracts. I think I need to divide it by 0.02. 5,000. Okay? Right? So your $100 gets you, I kick Justin Rose's ass and let's go. And by the way, that speaks to how fucking in computer golf, like Justin Rose, he's been around for a while. Like, I'm not picking one of the young guys. This is a veteran. Justin Rose, 45. All right? Because he's in those computer. I love Justin Rose. Anyway, so $100, 2 cents a contract, they get 5,000 contracts, right? If the guy wins, all the contracts resolve to $1, right? And so I'm like, no way. You're telling me if I put $200 down right now, I can win $5,000 if Justin Rose wins. That's what you're telling me. I swear to God. I go, fuck yeah. I'm drunk. I got $200. I can lose $200. Easy, done. The next day, Justin Rose, first place. I go, what the fuck? The contract's worth like 35 cents now each. I'm like, oh my God. Should I sell them? And I go, no. I'm going all the way to the end with Rosie on this one, dude. Rosie kills it. 2 days in a row. Now I'm doing research. Has Justin Rose ever won this? Yes. 2019, Justin Rose won the Farmers Insurance Open. Okay. What'd he score the first day? 63 in 2019. Okay. What'd he score the first day here? 62. 1 stroke better. Okay. 2019, second day. What did he score the second day? 66. So he went 63, 66 in 2019, right? On the second day, I go, he went 62. Second day, he goes 65. I go, oh my God. 63, 66 is the same as 62, 65, 3 strokes apart. I go, he's on track to play the same way he did in 2019 when he won. Now, on top of that, I go, wait, but he shot a 62 the first day. So Justin Rose has been the solo leader both days, meaning he has to win this what's called wire to wire. I go, wait, how often do golfers win wire to wire? At major championships, it ain't that often. But in regular golf tournaments, it happens all the time. So I looked up wire to wire, last wire to wire winner. There was like 6 or 7 last year wire to wire winners. So I go, okay, Justin Rose winning the Farmers Insurance, which he's already won, all right? And he's on the same track as he did in 2019, and wire to wire isn't a big deal in regular tournaments. I go, fuck it, I'm holding on. I'm not dumping it. Because again, my $200 is now worth like, $3,000, $2,500. It's worth like $2,500, 3 G's or something. And so I'm like, fuck, I should just sell it. And I didn't. And then, by the way, on Sunday, Rosie was a little bit, and I got a little nervous because on Sunday I woke up and McNeely was like, people had like shot up. I'm like, what's going on? And then he won, dude. So, what a fucking weekend, bro. I said to JC, I said, if he wins, I said, if he loses, I'm never doing this again. I go, if he wins, I'm never fucking doing this again. Because what are the chances? All right? It's 137 choices. I couldn't believe it. And he won and set a course record, too. He not only did I pick Justin Rose for 2 cents on Wednesday night, drunk in the bag, all right? But it shows you that you never know what can be valuable to you. Because we're watching some golf tournament. What are you doing watching golf? I'm studying, right? See, if I didn't see that thing with Justin Rose the last week, I wouldn't have the confidence to go buy him on the thing. And if I didn't do music futures, I wouldn't know what the hell prediction markets are. But I know what they are, and I know them really well. I know exactly how they work. And I'm like, if he just plays well tomorrow, he'll be up to 12 cents, and I can just sell it then. 6 times my money. So, I just couldn't believe it. We bought him on Wednesday. You know what I felt like watching Justin Rose? I told JC this week, I said, JC, Daddy's on TV working for us, okay? He's in charge. He's working. So I don't know what we're doing, but we are just supporting who's bringing in the money for us this week, and that's Justin Rose, okay? Because if we win this, fuck yeah, dude, I could do a lot with this. Being a fucking artist, having a live stream, all right, going around. So I need to make some money, and so I have to go to other places to make it. So we did well in the stock market in January. I predicted the sell-off of Microsoft. Swear to God, just did it. I predicted the sell-off of Microsoft. I liquidated all of my holdings in Microsoft. I bought a put on Microsoft. I literally made money on the way down with the put. Also saved my opportunity cost of the devaluation of my cash. I put my money into cash in case something happens this 2026. All right? And we also bought a long call on a fucking oil ETF. And both of those did well. Oil went up, Microsoft sold off. Boom. Great. Then Rosie. So we had a good month on making money outside of music. Of course, I get paid doing well, but music is just like what did I just tell you about how much money they sucked out of the goddamn music? If you have 100,000 people listen to your music, you get $400. 100,000 people? Now, if you have 100,000 people listen to your music and you don't sell any of the 100,000 people some extra shit, you're the fucking idiot. So, egg is on my face. All right? Of course, I know that, but trust, I got couscous. I got records in the bag to sell shit, don't worry. So we're at 58.51 on I Get Paid. 2 people listening right now. 228 followers I have. See, I'm not hiding my Spotify for artists like people do. And I also don't circle my listeners and put them on the internet, okay? The only way you know what my Spotify looks like is because you're here. But the point is, I had 2,500, now we have 5,500 monthly listeners, and I get paid. I didn't spend any money in ads. Remember that. So this is money I'll actually get money back. The streams, I'm like, if you spend $1,000 on a song in promotion, you know how many streams you need? You need 250,000 streams to get back to 1,000. So I Get Paid's doing well. Let's see. Let's see how many streams it got yesterday. Wow, good stream per listener yesterday. Yesterday we got 730 streams. 56 saves. 46 playlist ads yesterday. We got 4 followers yesterday. This is really doing well. This is the playlist performance. Let's see. We're back in the game, baby. We're back in the game. We're back in the game. Our annual streams are officially over 100,000. Back over 102,000. Our trailing 12-month streams, 102,000. Streams per listener, 3.0. Everything's on the up and up. Everything's on the up and up. I'll show you my Spotify. There we go. Everything's on the up and up. So the point is, I was right. And that they're ripping you off. They're ripping you off by making you pay money to promote your music, and they're not paying you shit. And this song we didn't put the money in the promo, and it's streaming great. So we have March 10th. Fake Shit will come out March 10th. I will show the cover and I will announce who the secret collab is on Fake Shit. Once I upload it and solidify the date and everything, then I will reveal the song. This song I'm excited about. No JPC, by the way. I can't wait to see. We got to get JPC to listen to this song. He'll love it. And Joe, you're going to love it, dude. You're going to love this song. And you're going to shit your pants when you see who the feature is. Joe, you're going to freak. So I'm excited literally just to show you. Honestly, Joe. I'm only excited to show you. Everyone else can buzz off. All right? But you're going to be excited. This is a dope song. This one's awesome. I genuinely think we could get 1 million streams. I know that sounds weird, and I may be like not kicking myself, but like just sounding like an idiot for saying that, but I don't see why not. Like, this is the first song. Fake Shit will be the first song that I have ever released that was recorded in a recording studio. Recorded with a musician who is a professional touring musician. Currently on tour, by the way, on the song. If I dance to it, Joe, you're going to fucking do backflips to it, okay? And was written to be a song. Like, we came in with a demo, and the demo was broken down, restructured, rewritten, re-recorded. All right? And the song has a message that's relevant. It's about fake shit. All right? The hook says, like, take it from me. I don't know how much I want to say. All you gotta see. Keep that fake shit away from me. That's like all I can really tell you. That's all I can really tell you. But you're going to be blown when you hear it. Like, you're going to be like, this is me listening to it. It's so big. The song is like big. It's big. Like, it's a song you could play live, like, to a crowd. It's the biggest song I've ever made when it comes to size. The hook has roaring bass on it, dude. Holding down this, like, fucking mega zeppelin of a size of a chorus. Swear to God. The chorus is, like, layered in vocals. And the guy who sings the chorus, by the way, can sing like a motherfucker. So the song is sick. On top of all of that, there's little sneaky stuff in it that I like about it. And what I like about music is I'm a big nerd for the history of music and Easter eggs, winks to old artists that give away my music taste. Where if you're really intelligent when it comes to music understanding and you listen to my music the way that I listen to other records, you'll be like, oh my God, he did that, and that's this. That's Maneater, right? So there's a little shout out to oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, who do you are? That, oh, here she comes. That part, we did a little flip of that in there. I was like, we have to do this because there's some guitar thing I recorded, and I almost just fucking said the guy's name. And the guy was like, We're going to do that. Just we can't do exactly that. It's got to be a little bit. This is a big lesson I learned on this fake shit record, and I'll tell you about who it is later on the next time I talk about it. I learned about because what I would do a lot, because I listen to a lot of hip hop, and hip hop will just straight sample, like straight take and flip. And this guy was like, look, take it, be inspired, but you got to change it a little bit. You can't just like say it exactly. You can't like rip it exactly. You got to like rip it and flip it, right? And so there's a little ripping and flipping on Fake Shit. So Fake Shit will be out March 10th. And I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow, because it's been one day of Matty Thinks.